Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Skaggy Bones. I'm your host today, and as you can see, we got a little bit of an unboxing for you today. Went over to pick this up. This is, as you can see from the top here, a giant Cyclotron Mag 2 cycling trainer for your bike. Okay, so pretty much this is everything you're going to get in it. You're not going to get these items. These are extra items that you can buy. And then I'll also today be doing a video for you on making one of these, since they did not have a block. This is a block that raises the front end up to make it even with the back, and also keeps your front wheel in place. So there's a couple of things here. So you can get a mat and a bag to put this in, pack this up and carry it in. Of course, this thing's kind of necessary. I don't know why they don't ever come with them, but they never do. So we will talk about making that. Like I said, they were all out of them at the store. They only run about 20 bucks, but I will show you guys how to make a homemade one as well in another video. So we're going to be unboxing this, taking a look at this. There's a number of companies out there that are very good. Cyclops is an excellent company that's out there. They make a lot of very good trainers, and prices range depending on what trainer you get. There's three different types of trainer. You have a wind trainer, which uses an impeller and it just pushes wind, and the faster you pedal, the more resistance you get. Okay, and it's wind, but they're kind of noisy. It's like a fan. It makes the noise of a fan. The next one is the magnetic ones, which is this kind, and they are the only kind that you can actually control the resistance on with a cable that will attach to your handlebars. Okay, so they're the closest thing to how should I say it, like a spinning bike or something you go to the gym and use. Okay, the third kind are fluid trainers. They are the quietest, and it's pretty much an impeller and oil. And once again, the faster you pedal, the higher you pedal, and it's all based off your gearing as well. The more the resistance. Now there's also ones that are electronic as well that you can hook up if you don't want to use a Garmin or something like that, and you can hook up to a program, one of the cycling programs, and put a TV in front of you, and then you have an interactive trainer as well. Those run about $500, $500 or $600 for those. But they're going to be essentially the same. They just have some electronic devices in them, and they have a power meter and a cycling. They're pretty much a power meter, a speedometer, a cadence sensor, everything all in one. So that's really where you're getting into the price of those. Okay, so we're going to start by opening this guy up. Let's see here. I might have to use our knife here. I'm not sure. Oh, no, there we go. Pop this open. Now these come in a couple different colors. They come in blue and black, I believe, as well as the white, which I got. Okay. Now, one thing I'm going to do is I am going to keep. Now, the one reason I got this is some of the other brands do not come with the quick release skewer that is made for these. It's a steel one. Kind of like the skewers I have on my Jameis bike on the wheels there. And they're a special skewer that won't break under the pressure. In fact, if you can see here, this is what it comes with. You got the trainer, the cable that attaches the bar handle, and you got the skewer there. So you always want to use the included skewer that comes with it in order to be able to put that in the rear wheel so you don't damage your quick release skewers. Okay. So that's the manual there. And I'm going to save these foam pieces just because I might need them to make the foam to make what we're going to use for the front as a block. So I got to spend about 10 bucks for some glue and some special high dense foam that we can use to make the block. So we're going to pull this guy out here, like so. Get our knife out. You can see here. We got some. Could actually probably use part of this foam to actually create a quick block. Cut this piece off here. You got your skewer here. Looks like a little Allen wrench for making adjustments. Put that off to the side. Pull out the skewer. So the basic skewer, the big difference with this skewer over some other ones is this allows, sorry, it's going to be like this. This side's metal and it goes in like that. And then this goes in and allows it to lock into place like such. Like that. And just tighten it down, and then you can lock this. You lock that in place, like so, and that's how that will work. So let's finish taking this thing apart. Pull this piece off here. Put some of the tape. Careful not to cut the cables. Looks like we have some, these are some shims to put inside the mounting piece here for the handlebars. Because I guess you could have different sizes, you can have different thicknesses of handlebars. We're going to throw that one away. Okay, and as you can see here, this is a typical, just a cable, just like a gear cable in there. You kind of just mount this on, you can tighten this down, and then if it's too big, you can still you pull that and that changes the resistance, as you can see there. That's extremely tight. So it's not a very loose system. It's just a series of ratchets. You got 7 positions there to tighten that up. So it's not going to give you a ton of. It's not like you get like on the band ones at for the cycle. You know, if you go to the gym and some of the spinning bikes, they got probably a dozen settings for tension. That's not what you're going to get with this, but that gives you a little bit of tension adjustment to allow for some change. And I'm going to use this. Get the bag off here. And by the way, this is a heavy sucker. It is not light at all. It is very heavy duty. Nice and heavy duty, so you're not going to break this thing. Let's get this one. I like the white color. And then this piece here, this is your motor portion here. And that flips back like so. So this folds up very easily. There's no real assembly that you have to do with this. Or they kind of setting it like this. And then we'll, if you give me I'm going to get this all set up. But let me first show you. So if you want to fold it up and put it off to the side, you can do this. Fold it, get it out of the way. Okay, like so. You can move it like that. You do, looks like it comes with a couple Allen wrenches. Let me open these guys up. These should, for these bolts here, should be what these Allen wrenches are for. Of course, if you have a set of Allen wrenches, these are probably not necessary. But if all you have is like a small mini tool, this does help. Even comes with a little, looks like, what's that for? I don't know what that wrench is for, but I'll figure it out and we'll get back with you on that. Not a big deal. Okay. This here has some adjustment. So if you look at the foot, if you need to level it differently, you can actually turn this and you can make it, it's a little thicker on one side than the other, and you can kind of turn that. And the same thing on the front as well. The feet roll. If you notice there, so you got the bigger part on the bottom. Or sorry, you can change to have the bigger on the bottom or on the top, however you want it. However you want to have it leveled on the floor, that way it's not rocking back and forth a lot. The other thing too that you have here, and then I'll show you in the setup here, but you have this piece here, and then you have this. And you screw this piece down here. Let's see if I can get this in a view a little bit better. There we go. So this piece comes up and actually meets into this grooved piece here, this metal piece, and allows you to adjust the height of this to meet the wheel. So I'm going to get this set up here real quick. Okay, so that's, you kind of just set it there like that. It's on. And if you give me a couple minutes, we're going to set up our bike, get it on here, give it leveled out. I'm not going to have the front block set up because I don't have one of those right now. But in the next video, we'll be making one. So if you give me a couple seconds, I'll get this all set up and show you what it looks like. Okay, so you can see now we have our new quick release skewer in here. And we're going to take the bike and we're going to kind of set it in here. I'm going to set it up. Let me get on the other side of it here. So I set it down inside the trainer like so, and I dial this back all the way. I set it in like that. And I take and I crank this on, being sure to make the gaps that are on the skewer, or sorry, the pressure bar here, are equal to the release and the pin that's coming through it. So then I just tighten it down like so. Okay. Now the last thing we want to do, and let me just readjust it. So in the back here, we have this adjustment piece I told you about, and we want to make sure that that goes up to meet the wheel. So we want to screw it up. It's got that screw piece. And we're going to screw it up to have enough tension on the bike itself. And then one of the last things we're going to do is we're going to take these, we're going to go up to the handlebars. I'll move the, so that should be on there. We're going to come up to the handlebars here. We've taken our, this piece. I'm not going to mount it on there super tight. So you notice here I have this piece on, so I can mount it a couple ways. I can mount it underneath. I'm going to take it underneath the bike, and I can mount it to either side. So if I want to come around this side, since I do have a light mount over here, and I'm going to open up this thing of shims. They're going to fall out. Throw that packaging away. So you're going to have different size shims for this. You kind of got to find, what you do is you just kind of find the size that fit your handlebars. It looks like you might just need some small thin ones. Looks like we're going to use these small thin ones. They seem to fit the handlebar the best, and they have these little tabs in here. You're going to take the tab like so, put it in there. Now, we might actually not need shims. Try it without the shims here. So what ultimately happens is this goes like this attaches to here, and it flips like that. So we're going to try it without these two shims. By the way, you have this adjustment here to release this piece as well. Okay, so if we loosen this nut here, we don't really need the shims. We can put it right on the edge of our handlebar tape. Here like this, and we don't really need the, looks like we don't need the shims. I'm still going to try to put these thinnest ones in just so we don't damage the handlebar tape. Let's see how that works. So you have an adjustment screw here, and if you tighten it in all the way, it's going to make it tighter. You can loosen it up here like so, and it'll make it a little bit looser. Come up like this. The shims. Okay, that seems like it's good enough. Just like that. So I'm putting it here, and it should be out of the way. Okay. Now, I'm going to try to back up on the bike a little bit. We're going to see. Now, one of the guys said you could use a piece of foam, styrofoam, kind of cut in a little bit. That's kind of up like I'm going uphill. Try something here. Yep. So, next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put your shoes on if you are running clipless pedals. Okay. So I'm going to put my shoes on real quick. We're going to jump up on this guy, and we're going to see how she works. Now granted, my front end isn't going to be as steady because of the fact that we have the, I don't have a front wedge in the front, but it should still be steady. The back of the bike is pretty steady. It's locked in there. So and we'll see if in the next video, of course, I'll be making. So one of the things you're going to want to do, get up on the bike. If your bike is kind of a larger frame bike, you might have to do something to step up on it. We're going to get over it like so, and I'm going to use, oops, forgot I had my cleat covers on. Now you should still be able to use your cycling computer, especially if it's attached to the back end. So I'm clipped in there, I'm clip in the front. Now I'm facing down a little bit. So as you can see, it works. We're not as steady in the front as we could be. You're not really going to go anywhere. So it looks, by this guy, that when this is in the complete sideways position here, and the tension is released on the cable, that reality, that's when it has the most tension on the magnet. And then to get to an easier level, you just put it up like so. So right now, if I go to my speed, right now I'm running at 92 RPMs, I'm running at 33 miles an hour, 34. This isn't very realistic, obviously. That would be a flat road. But, just unclip it like that. And there you go. So, that's kind of the first test of our giant cycling turbo trainer, and it seems like it's going to work really good for us. Okay, it's a heavy duty one. It's not lightweight by any stretch of the imagination, but it looks like it's going to do the job. Oh, one other thing too. You got this quick release on the other end here. So I think There you go. You got a quick release there as well. Not even pay attention to that. So you have a quick release. So one way you set it up, another way to set it up too, by the way, is you get it in here, you get that guided in. Of course, it's always good to have the front block in. You should have just enough room to slide this in either way. Like so. And then you're going to screw yourself in like so. And that way you don't ever have to touch this piece here over on this side. It kind of locks itself in place and you're kind of permanent there. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Make sure if you like it, give it a thumbs up, and make sure you hit that subscribe button below in the corner. Okay, like always folks, that's it for me, Skag the Bones. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and like always, keep riding.